Well, that looks like it's up and running. Sorry to keep you waiting there for a bit. This is the new rig. New rig! So yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're at. It's our new dual rig with a slightly bigger screen. And I think the gimbal's working. Yeah, that looks like it. So yes, got the Wi-Fi on, and that means I can show you my new tattoo. Whoop. Is there a little bit more? Solus sum auxilio venerare non. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. That's the one I wanted to go under my watch band. It's still pretty angry, but I've had a shower this morning. Got to look after it. So yeah, that was done at Inky Bob's in Droylsden. Cool dude. And yeah, tattoos don't hurt very much anymore. And when I had the one on my back done, it was, you know, it was like long amounts of pain. But I guess that because that was a big block of black, really. It's a bear paw and a little bear paw. To, you know, I like bears. I like bears as a totem animal. I've been referred to as Bear. My pet name for my daughter is Cub. So there's a little bear paw next to the big bear paw, just sort of indicate a cub. So yeah, and also the sort of like reflection of the whole, you know, paint sprayed on hands, cave painting type thing. So yeah, so that's cool. So I got that done. That's only my third ever tattoo, but it was very good. Inky Bob is a very good tattooist. Even offered, you know, it basically does a whole design service along with it. It was good value for money. It was quick. And he managed to fit me in on a day when ordinarily I would have had to have made an appointment. So that's cool. And a big shout out to the Iranian guy, Darius, who did my Bonza haircut and didn't mind too much that he had to tidy up a dead Wookiee after he'd cut off all my hair. You know, both good value, both big old changes for the year ahead. We're going to focus on doing shit. Let's do some stuff. I mean, I've been doing stuff all year, but the whole thing with Urban Agoge and Rangers and stuff like that has been, you know, these would be great ideas. And it's raining and it's cold. I'm sort of missing my hair. It's amazing how much long hair keeps your head warm. But hey, that's the way it rolls. If you want to start off at the beginning of a year with some different ideas and different plans, and that's the way you do it. So let's turn that around. Oh no, let's not do it like that. Why did I go through all the hassle of the other way? No, it might have to be the other way. Let's turn the camera around. Whoop. Yeah. So now I've got to do something about this. Maybe I can just turn it down. Turn that up. Ooh, I'm looking at the screen, looking at the camera lens. So yeah, got to do something about the length of this arm. This little sticky out bit here. But hey, getting stuff done. So yeah, so the tattoo is I am alone, help is not coming. And that doesn't mean I don't have friends. It is a spur, you know, to action. You know, even if you are the one person that sees something going down and you can do something about it, or you at least think that something should be done about it. So yes. And it's also kind of like, it depends on how you interpret that. You know, I am alone. Help is not coming for you. So, yeah, it's got a couple of different meanings to me. and it sits under my proposed watch band. And it's just like something that's always with me, something I'll always look at if I ever go. But we can't, or I can't do thing X. So yeah, like all tattoos, it's got to be personal. I think Inky Bob did a good job. And I remember at the last minute that Latin does not have a U, because that would have sucked to have a Latin inscription with a U in it. And I remember reading somewhere that there was no U, because back in the 70s there was a TV show, which I recommend everybody watch because it's a good historical TV show, called I Claudius. But because the I Claudius was written in Latin inscription text, it looked like I Clavdivs, which of course nobody called it that. In fact, everybody called it that, even the people that were working on it. And it became the unofficial title of the show for the BBC crews and actors that were working on it. And it's well worth checking out. Such luminaries as Sian Phillips, who was in Dune as the Reverend Mother Gaius Helen Mohim. Brian Blessed as in Flash Gordon fame. He played Julius Caesar and was wonderful at it. Derek Jacobi is Claudius, and Brutus is played by none other than Patrick Stewart of Captain Picard fame. So yeah, lots of cool actors in that. It's well worth a check out. It's a very intricate story. It was written by Robert Graves. It's a good audio book, and it's about almost the accidental emperor after Nero. Well, no, the accidental emperor after, well, it was after Nero, and it was after Caligula. In fact, immediately after Caligula. So, and Caligula's played by John Hurt, and it really is star-studded. It is the most Shakespearean thing ever to have graced television, maybe apart from Dune. Dune's got a lot of famous faces in it, but it's like that, you know, it's properly star-studded in the way that only things in the 60s and 70s were. So yeah, so I thought, you know, because I had a little poster up from a couple of years ago that says "You are alone, help is not coming" as a spur to get stuff done, which was mainly the inspiration for Urbanagogi, really. So yeah, so there's that, tattoo done, voting done. I presume you took 30 seconds out of your day, and hopefully we'll take another 5 minutes out of your day to go vote today, because it's real important. Got an outside chance of there being good change in the UK. A lot of those swings, you know, the seats that are in contention that would make all the difference, and there's about 100 of them. Some of those were only held onto by, you know, 50 votes or less in the last general election, which was a disaster for the Tory party. And that was when you had a fairly sensible Prime Minister to vote for, in the form of Theresa May, who is now looking super sensible. So yeah, gosh, it's raining. So yes, so there's that. Please go and vote. That's more important. And I just heard this morning, thanks to Harlequin, that, ooh, it's very difficult to hold this and look at the little screen and frame the shot, and I need a camera person really, but where am I going to get one of those? So yeah, so that's sort of super important. So this morning I also heard that there's going to be a YouTube strike that was put off because of the UK general election. So what they're wanting is a YouTube strike to show what happens when the customers stroke producers of YouTube. I mean, you know, the reason YouTube is so popular because it's like everybody uploads to it. You know, people upload hundreds of hours of YouTube footage a minute, basically. And yeah, I've uploaded a load to YouTube. And it might seem like I'm biting the hand that feeds it, but when YouTube is making it super easy for itself to just kill off channels, ironically, you'll be finding out that I'll be participating in the YouTube strike. Mostly because of this sort of copper update and the update to terms and conditions, where it says that you can, they've every right just to take down a non-commercially viable channel whenever they feel like it. Now, in part, I see why they've done that. So you can take down, you know, neo-Nazi sites and people who are preaching religious intolerance and, you know, stuff like that, and stuff that could be damaging. I get that, but they worded it very poorly. This is because they can't, or they don't want to be seen to take political sides. Whereas they already censor stuff in other parts of the world. They do stuff in line with China and things like that. And they could well destroy the YouTube channel of the people that started it. I'll include a link to the video below so you can watch that, and that will explain it. But the idea is that nobody uploads anything or watches YouTube from Friday the 13th to Sunday the 16th of December inclusive, to see if, you know, I mean, it is a trial thing. It'd be nice if you could join in. I'd like to hear your comments and ideas below. But this is where you can do some kind of consumer action. I mean, what if we go back into a more conservative, small c, mindset in the next few years, and those vegan guys get marginalised and killed off because someone doesn't like homosexual people, or somebody doesn't like, you know, outwardly gay people, or it doesn't speak, or YouTube takes on sponsorship from the meat industry or the dairy industry, or those vegan guys say something that hurts one of YouTube's big ad producers. You know, so if a big ad client comes up to them and says, well, we like your stuff, but we don't like these people, and these people, we're not going to give you the advertising money unless you get rid of them, then that channel will be very much non-commercially viable. You see where I'm going? So it allows big business to lean on YouTube in a way that they already have a process for making those advertisers happy, and they have to run on advertising. I get that. But, you know, it's either a forum for everybody or it's not. And I agree that, you know, spouting racial hatred, that needs to be something, but you could easily come up with something like that. But maybe not when, you know, various, you know, national leaders start spouting racist and religious bigotry, you know. So it's sort of like, yeah, we get where you're coming from, YouTube, but you need to go back to the drawing board a little bit, you know. And maybe, you know, this is a good thing you've created, the possibility. I mean, it is almost now a university on the internet. They're doing, you know, broadly, YouTube is good, you know. But now that it's owned by Google, YouTube has the capacity to be used to homogenize thought. And that's not what human beings are good at. And I think flexing your consumer muscles is always a good thing. That's why I'm going to try not to buy anything new. And if I buy anything new in the new year, I will apologise, you know, and clearly state why. The only thing I can see that I would need to buy that's new are tools. I've got a big stack of stuff. Let's start using it. So yeah, so I won't be uploading anything tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, and I won't be watching any YouTube videos tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. So my election news will come from The Guardian, who will tell me that the Conservatives won because people didn't go out and vote, or that people were just unable to visualise a better future for themselves and voted for the Army of Darkness. They voted for the Shadows. Mind you, Babylon 5 is a bad example because the Vorlons were just as bad. But you know, it's like voting for the Galactic Empire when you could have voted for the Rebel Alliance. So yeah, so I'm still not, I need to resort this whole thing, because I'm still not really able to see. I don't know if I could do that. Oh look, you know, I could move something and then now I can see it. Pull this down. No, still can't do that. Yeah, I maybe have to go and bend a piece of metal. But yeah, New barnet. New tattoo. New year. So yeah, thanks for watching. Where am I going? Who's coming with me? Never get the order messed up. Come to me, my flying monkeys.